Hi you guys, thank you so much for being here and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be budgeting our first paycheck of November. So if you're interested in this type of content, I'd love if you stick around, subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. You guys, it feels like I haven't recorded a video in forever because usually the end of the month is busy for me in terms of the type of videos that I post, but we are going to be budgeting $1,286 and this is from November 1st. And we are going to start with our bills binder, but before we start though, so this video is gonna be a quick one because honestly this paycheck is going strictly to bills. If you've been following me for a while, you know how much I love doing my budget with me videos and cash stuffings, but this month is going to be a bit tougher than usual. I did not want to record this budget with me video because it's going to go extremely fast, but I wanted to show you the reality. And here's the deal. My husband hasn't been called in to work at the restaurant much lately, just 2 days in the past month. So we're missing out on those extra 2 paychecks that we usually get from his part-time job, which puts us in a bit of a tough spot this month. If he doesn't get a bonus from his full-time job in the next paycheck, I might have to dip into our vacation or savings funds just to cover the basics. Not ideal, but we'll make it work. So let's go ahead and go through the envelopes from our bills binder, and then I'll continue explaining a little bit more. So we're gonna start with Tithe. So here, thanks to one of my subscribers, she actually DM'd me on Instagram and she was so sweet, so kind. She said that thank you for showing the tithe and all of that. And she asked me a question that we did not think about that before. And the question was, should we tithe the gross income or the net income? So the gross income is the total amount of money earned before taxes and other deductions. And the net income is the amount remaining after those deductions are taken out. And usually the net pay is called take-home pay. So that's what we get. So this is our net pay, which is $1,286, but our gross income is $1,750. But with all the deductions, health insurance, 401k, dental, and taxes, we get this amount of money. So when you actually read the Bible, yeah, you should be tithing the gross income because you're giving the leftovers to God. So we were convicted about it, and now our tithe is not going to be the 10% from our net income, it's going to be the 10% of our gross income. So in this case, it's going to be, let me see, 175. My calculator is not working, which is so annoying. Okay. So let's go to subscriptions. And subscriptions is getting 37. Then electric bill is gonna get 17. Car insurance 60. Phone 51. Posting is gonna get skipped. Gas is gonna get 100. I think that in our next paycheck, we're not gonna put $100 here because since my husband has not been working at the restaurant, we're saving money in gas. So I think this can cover us for 2 weeks at least. Then groceries is gonna get $250, and you know that my monthly groceries budget is $500. So usually I put $125 and I divide it in 4 paychecks, so 500 divided before is 125, but since this month we're gonna only get 2 paychecks, 250 plus 250 is 500, so that's why I chose to put 250. And then rent is gonna get 396, and that leaves us with $200. So 396 minus 1200, which is our rent, that means that our next paycheck I have to take out $804 to be for our rent. So hopefully we're gonna be able to do so. But let me tell you something though. If you saw my budget with me from last month, you know that I mentioned that things were feeling too good to be true because we got 2 bonuses and my husband was also getting good money from his part-time job. But here we are, no extra income this month, no bonuses, and just trying to make things work with what we've got. But that's the reality, and that's how budgeting goes. Sometimes not every month is going to be a surplus, and that is okay. We are gonna get through it, and that's for the bills binder. So in my long-term binder, I have savings, and the $200 that I have here, I'm going to add that into savings, which is in my long-term binder. And you might ask why you're not adding this $200 in rent or groceries, right? Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna still add $200 to our savings like usual because you guys know me. I love mini Mondays and saving challenges. So even if I have to use some of our savings or the vacation funds, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I can at least replenish them with the completed saving challenges for this month. So you know that at the end of the video, I usually do a unstaffing and reallocation of completed saving challenges. So that's what I'm gonna try to do if my husband doesn't get a bonus in his second paycheck of his full-time job. And that is like a bit of a balancing act, but that's the reality of budgeting. Sometimes we just have to play around with the envelopes and the categories. But I don't know, I also like to post content for you guys. And at the end of the month, like I said, I can replenish the envelopes that I'm going to use. Maybe over budget, miscellaneous, I can replenish that money with the completed saving challenges. So we'll see. But that will be all. I'm just gonna write here long-term binder. And I'm gonna put, wait, hold on. So we have a total of $1,086 minus $1,286. We have 200 left, and that 200 is gonna go to savings. So we have total 200 and left 0. So that will be all for this budget with me. Just a heads up, I won't be able to do a cash condensing this month since there is not really anything to condense. We are just gonna focus on covering our necessary expenses for now. But yeah, that is all for today's budget update. I know it is a short one, but I wanted to keep you in the loop. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me through the ups and downs of this budgeting journey. Not every single month is going to be the same. So yeah, also I went to Target and I did not find anything good or nice for my setup. I was trying to find something like Thanksgiving theme, but I didn't find anything. And also I tried finding something for Christmas, like for my setup, and I didn't like anything. So I'm going to go to Walmart and see what I can find there. But if you made it this far, please drop down in the comments a black heart. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Share with your friends, family. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified when I post my next video. Please don't forget, you guys, that I have memberships here on my channel. If you want to become a member, you can check the perks that you are going to get in return. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.